What is going on, Fight Camp? This is SJHSports. Welcome to the first tutorial video of UFC 3. We're going to be focusing on how to block transitions in this video. And I was live streaming last night, and with my heavyweight fighter in Ultimate Team, who was going to the ground, who was blocking transitions, who was grounding and pounding our opponents for days, because not a lot of people know about the ground game in UFC. It's still the same as UFC 2, just a slight couple of tweaks, but nothing major that hasn't changed in this, that has changed in this game. So, how do you defend when you're on the bottom? Our guy is on the bottom at the moment. We're in the tutorial of how to learn bottom drills, and it tells you here to get full guard by passing with the right analog stick and defending passes and sweeps with RT and the direction on the right analog stick. Strikes will extend the clock and stay in full guard. Right, we're not interested in that. All I want him to doing is we're just focusing solely on blocking this guy's transitions. We're going to forget the actual solo challenges on this. So if we go over to continue and let's go advance to the tutorial. What we want to be doing is we're on the ground now in the game. I'm just going to hold RT or R2 on the PlayStation controller, and we are going to wait for our guy. So he's gone to the right. We flick the right analog stick to the right. Keep an idea of where the opponent is going on your screen. If he's going to your right, you flick to your right. When the hands drop, that is a giveaway. He's posturing up, so we focus up. Just keep an eye on your opponent's posture. Let's just hit him just so we can get the score up a little bit. Just wear my stamina down a bit. Stamina is key. It's all to do with timing. If you've got low stamina, blocking transitions will be harder than what it is to do when you're in full guard. There we go. He postured up, so I went to up. Let's just throw some more punches just to try and extend the time. So it's all a matter of knowing where your opponent can go in the actual transition that he's in. So he's going up again. I just flick up on the right analog stick. I'm just holding RT in constantly and stuff like that at the moment. He'll gone to the right. I did miss it because I was throwing punches. So that's one thing to be wary of. If you're throwing punches and you're landing strikes from the bottom, it's easy for your opponent to actually try and rotate or transition into where they're going. So let's just have another look at this. Let's just try it one more time so you guys have got an understanding. I'm holding RT on the controller, and we're going to wait for him to transition. Let's see where he goes. He will go to our left, so we flick to the left. You can see how he moves when he goes to the left. To move to his right, his left arm will actually go onto your right leg. Is he going to transition? Transition for me, please. Come on. He can also, there we go. So you see how his left arm went onto my right leg. The direction you want to be throwing is the direction of the opponent is going on your screen. Forget the opponent. So imagine that you're on the top and what you're doing, how you're transitioning. He would have to move to the right to move to our left. It's kind of reverse. So hopefully you guys do understand that. We'll do it one more time just so you know you've got a better understanding of it, because he's not really trying to transition us that much. Let's go and advance to the challenge. We're all on the challenges here. Yes, it does help with the arrow buttons popping up, but in game you don't have these arrows. So he's posturing up because he is left. The reason, just getting to know how they actually posture. Let's just throw a few jabs just to extend the timer. Let's stop now. Back onto holding RT and R2 on the controller, and we'll wait for him to transition. We'll see where he goes. Off to the left, we flick it to the left. So if he's in this position, which is half guard, he will then, let's try and rotate into full guard then, just to give us a bit more of an understanding. So here he can go three ways. He can go left, right and up. That's the only direction he can go. That's the only direction he can go, and he's not going to throw it. Let's just throw something back at him. He's postured up, so we'll try and get him back into full guard, which we have done here. Is he going to transition? He isn't. That's unfortunate. But I think you guys get an understanding of it. It's just a matter of seeing how you see it on your screen. So if the opponent moves to the right on your screen, you will then move right on your analog stick whilst holding RT. If you time it to perfection as well, and you're a specialist or a grappler in the game, sometimes, depending on what fighter you are, they will actually reverse that, and then you're on the top ground. It's the same with the top game as well. I'm going to go into the top game now and show you exactly what to do when you're on top and you want to block the transitions for the guy that's on the bottom. Let's do it. Right, so this time we are on the top, so we're going to advance, and we are going to just transition into half guard, which is, so you can see the direction that we are going. I missed that then. Let's go back to half guard. So we've got three directions, left, right, up. He has gone to the right, so we've just flicked to his right analog stick whilst holding RT in. And as you can see, we are blocking his transition, and also his stamina is low. So when his stamina is low, you want to transition into a better position. So obviously in this one, we was a little bit late because obviously I'm not focusing. I am actually doing the tutorial. He's actually reversed us here, I think. No, he hasn't. So again, we can go left, right, and up. Left on the analog stick, there you go, we blocked his transition. So whichever way he goes, we will do it again one more time. So basically, the bottom and top, it's exactly the same. You see where he goes. You just want to be holding RT and L2 on the controller, and you want to transition into it. So let's go to advanced challenge, see if we can do it again this time. Let's go to continue. It's gone to the right, so we flick to the right. Again, right, we've blocked. Right, again, we've blocked. Where is he going to go next? He's going to the right again, we've blocked. Easy as you like. Get used to it, get practicing. There is some timing involved. If you're a striker, then obviously it's going to be harder to block transitions. As you can see, we are just blocking our opponents for fun. And when you do block transitions, their stamina does wear down. You can see stamina going down as I'm blocking, and it just basically means that we are in a better position to transition into another move. Again, he's gone to the right. I actually mistimed it, I think. Okay, the timer has actually run out. I think you guys understand it. I've tried to explain it the best I can with the resources I've got in there. So all you want to do is think in mind, if you're on the ground, let your opponent make that first move. Just lay there, be patient. If you're taking shots to the head, take a couple of shots to the head, and then wait for him to transition. Hold the RT or R2 on your Xbox or PlayStation controller and just flick this right analog stick in the direction that he goes as you were seeing it on screen. Hopefully that's cleared it up for you. If you need any more advice on this, let me know in the comment section below. I will try and help you out the best I can. If we go to return menu, if you want to practice this, which I know some of you are probably wanting to do because people mentioned it in the live stream. If you go over to, if you just back out, skill challenges on the main page of UFC 3, right to the end, it says skill challenges. And then you can go in and you can get a choice of striking, wrestling, and ground challenges. So if we go to ground, and all you can do is you can do that. Submission defense and offense, we'll talk about that in another video. It's very similar to how they do it. It's a little bit, the timing is a little bit different, I think, on defending a submission or actually getting into a submission as well. It's pretty much the same, but the defense is slightly different. The timing is slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. It's not much different. So you can go into top drills, bottom drills. That's what we've just done there. Practice on that. Block your opponent's transitions by holding the LT or R2 on the controller that you are using, and then when you see him move right on your screen, you just flick the right analog stick. As easy as that. It was the same in UFC 2, and if you get good at it and you time it to perfection, then what that means is if you're with a grappler or a specialist fighter that you're using, you may be able to, the chances are you're going to reverse him and you're going to have a better opportunity on the ground. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I've explained this into my best of my ability. I've been SJHSports. Make sure you follow me on Twitch as well, because we're going to be live streaming on Twitch again a little bit later on tonight. It's going to be later on in the UK. It'll be around and about 10:30ish. But make sure you follow me on Twitter as well so you know when I go live. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video. I've been SJHSports, and I'll see you on another video. And goodbye.